everybody? Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, folks. My name's Yusong. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Folks, it is a beautiful day to be playing Mahjong. We're going Michael Scott mode. We're going snip, snap, getting fourth places, getting first places, and you know what? We're on Mr. Bones' wild ride, and we're going to continue riding it all the way until we get to Master 3-star. Don't quote me on that, you sickos. You know what I mean. We're going back into the Jade Room today, and as we load in, let me just say this. If you've been enjoying the genre lately, feel free to subscribe. I got new videos every single day. You can also leave a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous, as it helps out the channel such a great deal. Brings us to our featured comment of the day. Friday Freed writes, "You couldn't win with those cats, Yusong. You genuinely couldn't win with those cats. Thank you so much." Look, sometimes in Riichi Mahjong, Start gives you a starting hand that's just pure garbage. And I wouldn't even say that this hand is pure garbage. You can get way worse hands than this. And all you can do, and this is experienced advice from a sage, wizened Mahjong player, is throw your hands up in the air and say, "I can't win with these cats," and then genuinely just try to win the next round. And it takes a big player to do that. It takes a patient soul in order to do that. So thank you for the commiseration. I greatly appreciate it. Bam. Second featured comment. Thief Floored writes, "My GF saw the first 10 seconds of you coming on as a horse and said, 'Bro is not well.'" Okay. Well, here's the thing. Would a mentally unwell person dress up as a horse to pull the gotcha in Mahjong Soul? I don't think so. No, I appreciate the kind words. Look, I did dress up as a horse to pull on the gotcha to get the new horse character. This is all true. And I can't hide it. Mostly because it's in the live tab of this very YouTube channel. But it was a lot of fun. Afterwards, I did, it's sobering to think about. Like, I don't know if anyone else is imagining this or if it's literally just me alone in my room, but like after that stream ends, you have a moment where like you turn off all the lights and then you take off the horse mask that you just put on your head, and then you're like, what did I just do? Like, literally, what did I just do? Hang on. Is it Riichi 1 Dora time? I mean, it's not bad, right? Riichi 1 Dora. I maybe took too long to call this Riichi, but they don't know my hand is garbage. I got Riichi 1 Dora. Could have waited for a second, right? Could have waited 1 second to maybe try to pawn a white dragon. So right now we have Riichi 1 Dora guaranteed. So it's only 2 Han guaranteed. But if we had waited, we could have had white dragon 1 Dora guaranteed. That's also 2 Han. These might seem equivalent. Accidental 6-7 motion. These might seem equivalent. But with the Riichi, we could always get Oradora. We could always get Sumo. A lot of emotional devastation could happen, both to myself and to my enemies. So let's just see where the tide takes us, and we can look back at this one with Maka afterwards to see if this East 1 Riichi was correct or incorrect. That's one we'll have to look back at with the engine, and that feels bad. Could have had a triple-sided bang. You're waiting for the 147 in the bamboo suit, but you know what? I think calling Riichi is fine. Sometimes the early bird makes all the other birds have to fold their worms. You ever consider that, folks? I want to give a quick shout out to all the patrons. You say you can't just deflect from a bad joke into the patron thank you? Watch me. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting me on Patreon. Patreon.com/YU_SONG. Link is down below in the description. For $4 a month, you get access to a bonus video every single month, as well as the shout out like you're hearing right now. A whole bunch of other goodies, including our Riichi Mahjong strategy documents that I myself have written. We just watch you lose all the time. Why would we want to read those? Okay, I'm going to be real with you. If I walked the walk of every single Riichi Mahjong strategy tidbit that I've written, I would literally be effing invincible, okay? It's just that it takes a lot of brain RAM to memorize every single thing that I've written down. It's 3 documents at this point, folks. Welcome to Seth. Thank you so much for joining us on the Patreon. They gave me the biggest slice of the pie there. Thank you so much for your support. It allows me to keep doing what I'm doing, and for that, I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much. Who knows if these other gamers are folding? I called Riichi. It's a Jesus take the wheel moment. And you know what? It's a perfect time to ask this. Yusong, how are you doing outside of the game? Folks, I'm doing okay outside of the game. Yesterday I had a big realization. I've been playing League of Legends, and now this was accompanied with the horse anecdote, which I don't even know if I finished. Hang on. Put a pin in all of this. Number 1, and I wanted to finish this earlier. Me when I see a bagel left on the counter. Yusong, focus. The horse stream, I was like very happy with it, right? Fun times. We pulled the new character. But then afterwards, you turn off all the lights and you take off the horse mask, and then you're just sitting alone in your room. And it's one of those moments where you really have to reflect on yourself. Like, I'm a grown adult. And this is, this is what I'm doing. Don't get me wrong. No regrets. Would absolutely do it again. No questions asked. Right Lord manages the tango and then ends in Tenpai. They get to repeat their dealer. See, that's fine. Paid $1,000 just to get $1,500. It's technically stonks, but not the biggest boon necessarily. A nice hand. I can win with these cats. Hoping to draw until what? I think 3 of circles is our nut draw, followed by 5 of bamboo. Both of those would be really, really nice. Gearing up. What? Gearing up for a little Riichi Pinfu, if you catch my drift. Holy moly. Okay, show me 5 of bamboo. This would be gross. 5 of bamboo followed by like 1 of circles. Okay, my powers of manifesting, unfortunately, are not that strong. But you know what? I can win with these cats. Look at all these beautiful double-sided weights. Mwah! This is wonderful. I've been playing League of Legends recently, and that paired with the horse anecdote makes you really think that I've lost it. And honestly, jury is still out. Like, I think that you've got a point, you know? Crossroads gonna punt into their C-win. You have every right to do so, but you don't even know the danger that you're in. If only you knew how good my hand was. Yusong, it's not gonna matter when they sumo C-win red 5. It's okay. Like, I understand that we have that fear in our hearts, but like, we still have to play this hand with a little bit of bravery. Just a teeny tiny bit of bravery. I had this beautiful realization yesterday about League of Legends. I've been playing it in my spare time. I'm still hovering around the Emerald 2 elo. Sometimes I'll stick my head into Emerald 1, and it'll be like Emerald 1, 2 LP, and then I'll like lose 3 games in a row, and it'll be like Emerald 2, 40 LP. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Had this beautiful realization last night. I'm not sure I like League of Legends. I genuinely, folks, I don't know if it's fun or if I'm doing it just because it's something to do and it kills 40 minutes. You know what I mean? I think the answer is I might not think that it is. I don't know if I think it is fun. I don't know if I think. Last night I had a game, and I know that you clicked onto this video expecting to experience some level of discussion about Riichi Mahjong, and that's honestly a fair assumption. That's genuinely a fair assumption based on the title of the video, the thumbnail, and now you're listening to me talk about League of Legends, which some would describe as a fate worse than, you know, leaving this mortal coil. I had a game last night in Champion Select, so you start each game off by choosing your character. Our top laner wrote, before anything even happened, like one of the most psychically destructive phrases I have ever seen in my entire life, which was, God, I hope bot isn't useless this game, referring to myself and the other player going bot lane. And so don't get me wrong, I'm an adult, right? I'm not the most mature adult in the world. I wear horse masks from time to time, but like, as an adult, I immediately mute this person. But then my bot laner starts typing essays, just being like, just fighting, pure fighting. Because for zero reason, the top laner decided to just blow up the mental stability of our team before anything even happened. And I'm like, I am spending my time, virtually, don't get me wrong, but I am spending my time with a person who couldn't even bite their tongue, probably a child, right? Or maybe a maladjusted person in their 30s. Genuinely, we don't know. That is scary. That is genuinely scary. Couldn't bite their tongue for like 15 seconds. Hope bot isn't useless this game. And we did great. And of course this was going to happen. They ended up doing terribly in the game. Not that it even really matters, but it was so winnable. And I was like, I can't believe I'm spending my time like this. And I think one of the only reasons that I'm spending my time like this is because there is no easy alternative. Oh my God, if I had a walkable local game store, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if you can hear the lust in my voice right now. Mayor Mom Donnie, can you help me out? I need a walkable local game store, please. Yusong, do you live in New York City? No, I do not, but you know, I've seen the TikToks, you know what I mean? It's not bad throwing out a prayer to Mayor Mamdani once in a while. I'm asking for a walkable local game store. Do I deserve it? I'm not sure I do. I'm just going to be real with you. I'm not sure I do. But if I had a local game store, I don't think I would have League of Legends installed. I don't think I would have the Riot client installed. I'm not sure I would ever touch the game ever again. And so I think because of that thinking, I realized yesterday, I'm not sure I like this. So I got to find maybe not even a new game, but just something else to do. I might frick it. You know what I mean? I could dip my toes into a little bit of a midlife crisis a little early. I might buy a billiards table. I don't know. And just play pool by myself. That doesn't seem that much better than League of Legends. Yeah, but at least I'm like not interfacing with just harrowing glimpses into the human psyche. I don't know if I want to. Hope bot isn't useless. No. At least the cue ball isn't gonna turn and hope this pool player isn't useless. You know, that's never gonna happen. Yesterday I did try to like touch some grass. And what do I mean by that? I don't mean like I went outside or anything. Folks, I think I might have to join the dark side. On the dating apps, it seems that everyone likes going outside. And like, just between you and I, if I may, if we could have a sidebar real quick, okay? I don't see what all the fuss is about. Like, quite frankly, going outside could take it or leave it. Don't get me wrong. I know it's good. And as I've gotten older, I have, like, appreciated, wow, like, I don't know what this tree is named, and I don't know what the flowers on this tree are, but it's nice that they're, like, in bloom, you know? Don't get me wrong. If you think I don't have a little bit of sentimentality in my soul, you're wrong. I can definitely look at a tree and be like, dang, that's a nice tree, you know? I'm not totally devoted. By the way, a crossword just seen with a freaking dealer. Whatever. I was making my way downtown that entire game, but, you know, sometimes you have good cats, but you just can't win with them. That's the Riichi Mahjong experience. This ain't as good. We can win with these cats. We can absolutely win with these cats. What was it happening about? Oh yeah, like I can agree that a tree. I'm accidentally spitting bars for some reason, but you know, a tree looks good. You know, I don't know. So I was like, you know, maybe I have to join the dark side, and maybe I have to, like, make sure that my body is in a place where if I were to go on a hike with someone, that it wouldn't just explode, that it wouldn't just crumble. And so yesterday, I got on the treadmill. This is the first time in, like, I want to say 3 months. Genuinely, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've been on the treadmill, since I moved these creaky bones. Got on the treadmill. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that I think that I always do when I try to exercise. This is humiliating, but welcome to the channel. I think, well, I can certainly run a mile. I used to run 5Ks in high school. And then it's this stubborn, like, inability to recognize that, number one, I am out of shape. I am probably the most out of shape I've ever been in my entire life. You know, until like 3 months from now, when I will be the most out of shape, even worse, you know? So I'm the most out of shape I've ever been. And number two, this bag of bones is not what it used to be in high school. And so I can't just run a mile. I need to start. You can't just start by overdoing it. You have to slowly get into it. And I think my old meta of running 3 minutes and then walking 1 minute, that might have even been too intense. So I'm really trying to go, like, oh, hang on. Well, here we effing go. I'm cutting the Dora. Luckily, that did not explode us, right? Luckily, that did not deal into absolute ruin. If I draw into 3 of bamboo, I slam the Riichi. Riichi, Pinfu, nothing. I'm into that. I'm genuinely, I'm such a sicko. I'm into that. I can't help but notice that there's something afoot at this table right now, though. Like, there's something sus about this. Everyone's keeping their hand closed. Everyone's discarding good tiles. I don't necessarily want to walk. Oh, my God. Well, here we go. Here we go. It's decent odds, but something treacherous is afoot here. Like, we could definitely lose this hand still. I hope that we don't, and we're giving ourselves decent odds to win a 2, maybe 3 Han hand if we get Sumo or something, if we get 1 or a Dora. I don't think this is terrible, but there is something scary afoot. Left Lord is going to pawn into Seat Win. That's terrifying. Really wish that you didn't. You could have had 2 more safe tiles, and instead you're deciding to go for it. You could have Prevalent Win 2 Dora in your hand. I hope that you don't. I genuinely hope that you do not, but that is a world that we might be living in right now. Again, Jesus has already taken the wheel, so we can't really decide our fate beyond this. We can hope that Left Lord draws into another 2 of circles or something that they don't need. They incidentally deal into us. That would feel awesome. So yeah, I think that my 3 minute, 1 minute thing, and this is, by the way, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a physical trainer. I actually don't know how to run or, like, get back in shape even remotely. I have no idea how it works. I know I could download, there's apps out there, Couch to 5K, etc., etc. But like I'm just kind of just like, I'm just trying to figure it out myself. So yesterday was a run for 3 minutes, walk for 2 minutes. Left Lord, no, please pass. Oh my God. Left Lord also cutting the Dora. It is a safe tile to me. It's good that they don't have 3 Dora and they didn't win off of it. And this is good. This is good. I would say that this is a fair sequence of events. Sumo Pinfu, okay, in the dealer's seat, that's fine. Paid $1,000 just to watch a Crosslord win, that's okay. I don't think that Riichi was bad, but it just, there was something in the water. It didn't feel good. I mean, that was just purely vibes-based fear, but hey, that was, well, I guess our premonition came true. Would have just liked to win the hand, though. It's not a good consolation prize. This hand is okay. Maybe a 7-8-9 mixed triple sequence somewhere in here. We can maybe win with these cats. Northwind is a good pair. The rest of this hand looks decently pinfooable. So I was running for 3 minutes, walking for 2 minutes, and then at some point I was just walking for like 3 minutes. And I still, like, afterwards, this is the fricked up part. I don't know if anyone else struggles with it in the same way, but it's like, 1 to 2 hours after you exercise, you feel like the post-run clarity, oh my God, it hits, right? So you're like, oh my goodness, maybe life is worth living, and like all this stuff that you're like, wow, this is awesome, it's really hitting. And then for the rest of the day, after that 2-hour blissful period has worn off, the rest of the day you're like, I am tired. I am more tired than I've ever been in my entire life. Like, I don't know how other people do it. I genuinely don't know how other people do it. So I'm slowly trying to get back into it. We'll see if it lasts. Maybe just like doing a day full of walking is where I need to be. Folks, I'm going to use the Dora. I'm not even happy if I draw into a 4 of bamboo right now. If we get 2 of bamboo followed by 9 of bamboo, I think is the nut draw. A little Riichi Pinfu 1 Dora, action. You know what? I could chi this and go half outside hand, but I think that's silly. I think I kill 6 copies of the 6 of bamboo by doing so. I could always cut this pair and then use this. Maybe there's a half outside hand somewhere in this mess, and so I won't necessarily say no. But look at that, you know what I mean? And now I get to schmoove into Tenpai with my safe Northwinds. Had we gone more aggressively for the half outside hand, we would have been in a very awkward situation. Wouldn't have been the worst situation in the world, but it's still pretty bad. Everyone's discarding good tiles. Probably people are in Tenpai. How many Dora do I see? I see 1 Dora. I see 0 red 5s. Our hand is not that good. If someone calls Riichi, the likelihood that they have a Dora or a red 5 is like pretty high. We don't see that many of them. Would I call Riichi? Did I do that? I would only call Riichi if I drew into 2 of bamboo, which is looking very unlikely. Single tile Yorking it for the 2 of bamboo isn't the worst idea. We have a Suji trap set for it. We're showing everyone that we're not waiting with a 3-4, but with only 2 copies left, I don't think it's a very good idea. So don't get me, I like this hand, but again, if someone calls Riichi, I'm pretty sure we have to fold. If they sumo, it's bad for me. If a Crosslord sumos, I suppose this is fine. There's clearly one player who's taken a gigantic lead, but we kind of saw this coming, right? We didn't see any of the red 5s out there. They're just going to sumo a dealer bomb. So you know what I'm going to say? Second place isn't looking that bad. Anyone is in the running for second place. We're probably not going to be able to get first. Okay. And Left Lord, emoting when you're down, that is an agreeable thing to do. That's not BM whatsoever. Folks, this hand is so bad. It's maybe a 2-3-4 mixed triple sequence. I know we can maybe keep the 1-2-3 mixed triple sequence alive as well, but this hand is really, really bad. These cats are questionable as to whether or not we can win with them. Okay, pair of the 1 of bamboos. We needed a pair anyway, but this is not a hand that looks good. A Crosslord is going to pawn into seat win, prevalent win as the dealer. So they already have 2 Han. It's a nightmare. This is a genuine nightmare. Left Lord is going for a half flush in the something suit. We don't know what that is yet. Maybe circles, maybe bamboo. We got to be a little bit careful. This is terrible news for me because they're making me believe. They're making me believe in love again, and I don't know if I want to. Like, if we end up pushing for this, it might spell disaster for us. The good news is that we see a few copies of the Dora being thrown, right? It's not looking like someone has 3 Dora or something silly like that. Yesterday, after the running too, I did some sit-ups and some push-ups just to feel alive. I'm telling you, life is a humiliation ritual. Exercise is actually a humiliation ritual. On my 5th push-up, when I tell you that, like, my arms were trembling as if there was an earthquake, I've never seen my arms tremble that much. You know that sound effect in, like, Scooby-Doo when their legs are, like vibrating? You know what I mean? When they're just really scared and their legs are trembling. Or, like, in SpongeBob, there's, like, xylophone sound effect. I swear, you could have put that next to my arms and it would have... I can't do it. I genuinely... My heart is trembling. I don't even have enough money to call Riichi anymore. It's okay. It's okay. It's genuinely okay. So how do I do this? Well, first of all, I mean, that's awesome. I could go Tenhou, despite my best wishes. Pinfu is really nice in this hand, right? Because Pinfu, we don't have to call Riichi. Another white dragon or another red dragon also goes hard. But if another Dora tile comes out, I do have to press the pawn button. Because I don't know how to tell you this. We're doomed, folks. We're really, really doomed. Like, this hand is really bad. Like, this game state is really bad. By the way, the 3rd discard was a circle suit tile. I think it was acceptable. Not good, but acceptable to cut that 9 of circles there. Hang on. East to repeat 3, I think. Was it acceptable to die here? Oh my god. Didn't realize you needed permission from Yosar to have the worst game of your life. Holy smokes. Oh my god. What else? How else are you doing outside of the game? It's 22 minutes in. We're East 2. We're probably going to lose. We can talk. You know what I mean? We have enough leeway to just to meander in terms of the conversation. I have a theory that every restaurant needs to have acoustic panels and, like, fuzzy carpet. Every restaurant is too loud. I remember there was this one article that kind of made the rounds on Twitter. I think it was like maybe a year ago or something. By the way, if Left Lord Sumo is like, I die, so I think I just have to go for it. Like, I don't know if there's any folding here. If they sumo like a 2-han hand, I would die because of all the repeats as well. I think I just do. Like a Nike spokesperson, I think I just do. It's not like we're playing any defense. We have Tenhou 2 Dora and Left Lord can't play any defense themselves. I think this is a fine situation for us. I wouldn't say good, but a fine one. Hopefully we can get into Tenpai with discarding 6 and then 3. Like, kind of make our own Tsuji. Like, you know, if they're not waiting with a 4-5, that would be awesome. And they aren't waiting with a 4-5. We can get rid of the 3 of bamboo quite safely. And they don't need a 2 of bamboo, so that's another tile that we could accept ourselves. It's, again, not looking good. It's just looking, you know, I don't know if we have any other options here. Well, here goes. I mean, there's another. If Left Lord deals into a Cross Lord, now there's an idea. I'm counting 5 of characters. If you're gonna kill me, you're gonna kill me. Like, I can't tell you how doomed we are. I genuinely, I need you to deal into you. Like, that is one of the few ways we can get back into this game. If you deal into a dealer Mongon, the game ends? No. Oh, God. Deal in, please. Oh, my God. What are all these pears doing? Me when I'm a fruit farmer. What are all these pears doing? Oh, my God. Oh, my. Look at how pathetic this is. Oh, my God. And I need to get into Tenpai, by the way. If I get slurped for the exhaustive drop. Deal in. Oh, my God. It doesn't even matter. None of this even matters. Humiliation Ritual Jade Room Edition. No! No! What am I supposed to do with the rest of this video? What am I? Oh my God. Triple set of Riichi. Genuinely. Oh, snip, snap. Oh, God. It's so bad. It's so bad. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that 9 of circles discard was legal. I think that was a fine discard to throw. We might have to mine 3-player thumbnail hands for the rest of this video, which, by the way, is fine. We're going to rank up in 3-player probably. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I can't believe it. Minus 200? Folks, I can't just play this in League. I can't just play this in League. I gotta, Mom, Donnie, please. A local walkable game store. Literally impossible in the city of LA because everything's so sprawling. You need a car. Literally unthinkable, and I hear you for that. I hear you for that. Why am I, oh my god. Oh my god. Why am I even remotely pushing here? I could be folding to air. Like, no one's called Riichi, and I don't think this player is in Tenpai. That doesn't matter. Like, see what, oh, just get out the way. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is going in the LibreOffice document. Move, Yusong. Get out the way. They have 2 sets completed in the second row. You have literally nothing in your hand. Oh my god. Oh my god. Move, Yusong. Get out the way. A crosslord. Oh my god. Dear Christ. Dear Christ. When someone has 2 sets completed in the second row, just assume that they're in Tenpai. You don't need to cower in fear, but when your hand is garbage, you might as well do some cowering, bro. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It hurts. It absolutely hurts. We just assume that they're in Tenpai. Just get out the way. If they sumo, that's fine. You're fine right now. You're literally doing fine. Oh my god. One misstep and it ruins me. East 1 Riichi. The fact that we didn't win this ant. Riichi is fine. We have Riichi and one other thing. Yeah, never doubt yourself, King. And then the sumo is just. Hang on. Was this also correct? I think this chi. Maka, you don't even know what you're talking about. You're drunk. Go home. Like, you don't even know what you're talking about. I don't have enough points to call Riichi, and I don't know if you know that. Like, you probably do, but I don't know if you know that. Oh my god, it's so bad. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so bad. All right, well, now we have time to rant as I go into 3-player East in the silver room. Folks, here's my theory. Restaurants, like, there was this article that made the rounds on Twitter, I want to say like a year ago. And it was like, restaurants are too loud. And I don't remember, like, what the supporting details were beyond that thesis. Restaurants are too loud. But, like, every restaurant is so loud. Yes, okay, here we go. How restaurants got so loud. This is a 2018 article from The Atlantic. Restaurants are so loud because architects don't design them to be quiet. Oh, my God. And I think it's, like, so, unfortunately, the AI summary. By the way, I think I get the Dora from these. So this is Northwind, Dora. So I have a Mangon already. All we need to do is pawn the red dragon. The AI summary is like, they're designed to be minimalist industrial designs. And I'm like, no, I hate that. I genuinely hate that. I went to a friend's birthday, and the friend's birthday was actually quite nice, but like the loudness of the restaurant made me want to scream, which ironically would have added to the problem. But like, there was no every restaurant needs acoustic panels, because I don't want to hear everyone else's conversation, and the music is really loud as well. And I don't understand what kind of sickos are into this. I'm sorry, what kind of sickos are into this? Does everybody enjoy having to scream just to hear the conversation of someone sitting across from you? Does everybody like that? Is that what's in vogue right now? I genuinely can't get down with it. I need a quiet space. And then I've already told you this before, but I'm not a pervert, okay? I'm not a pervert. But when someone else is having a conversation next to me in a restaurant, I become a voyeur. Folks, I don't choose the lifestyle. The lifestyle chose me. My brain cannot focus on anything except for the other person's conversation. And then I feel really, really bad for the people that I'm with, because then I feel super guilty that I'm not focused on them, which is like what my brain wants to be focused on. It just straight up cannot. I can't even use this as a thumbnail, right, Lord? I don't know why I'm mad at them. It's not their fault whatsoever. I'm winning a Mangon and 3-player. It's good. It is good. So, restaurant was kind of people way too loud. And like, I know it's a solvable problem. I could always wear like earplugs or something, but then I'm worried that I might not be able to hear the people that are like sitting like near me. I don't know. It was fine. I think it was a good exercise in like people pleaserness too, because I think a lot of the time in social situations, I'm like, I need to make sure everyone's having a good conversation. And then sometimes conversation, naturally reached a lull, and I'm like, I'm not this conversation's father. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not this conversation's parent. Like, I can just let it be a little awkward. And by the way, this is because I was tired from running, and you know, it's because I was tired from run walking for like 13 minutes. It genuinely took the wind out of my sails. Left Lord has called Riichi on the 3rd discard. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. They're allowed to do so. What am I gonna do? I'm probably gonna chase this Riichi. 7 pairs, Dora, 1 Northwind as well. Conditions are fine, and yeah, no, I'm just gonna YOLO slam. The good news about this hand is that if we draw into the Dora, we no longer need to discard the Dora, which feels good. A Northwind is nice. I believe that if you sumo after the Northwind, you get a after the Kan Yaku as well. It's one of the quirks of playing in 3-player. You saw anything else happen in the weekend? I was talking to a friend about like the whole streamer university stuff, and I haven't watched any of the streamer university stuff. Not because I don't think it would be helpful, but and this is like a little embarrassing to admit. I get jealous very, very easy. I wish I could stand here in front of you, an adult who doesn't wear horse masks, who is emotionally regulated, you know. But none of that is true. I get jealous so easily. So it's hard for me. It's hard for my brain to not make myself miserable when I watch stuff related to content creation, like the streamer university stuff. And then I'll just compare myself to others, being like, oh, well, they grew faster than me, and they're a much larger channel, etc., etc. I was telling Kate this, but like my brain truly went demon mode on myself, because I found myself after the big Wa collab being like comparing myself to Ludwig and then feeling bad about it, and I was like, Yusong, what are you doing? Like, this is not, this isn't like, you know, we can even be capitalist conners about the whole thing. I don't think it's very productive, you know? So it's just not very helpful. And I was talking to a friend about it, and they were like, yeah, I think, you know, the takeaways from the streamer university were good, but like, I'm not sure. I think because of the nature of the event, maybe it's not like, maybe the learning wasn't necessarily the primary goal. I think the primary goal was maybe to make content for a lot of the attendees, and so it might not be the most academically, you know, in like the most academic setting, I think, you know. So I haven't really watched that, and I think that a lot of the advice I've kind of like osmosed through, you know, smaller clips or like other YouTube videos that I used to watch. But I also think that a lot of the advice out there, and like, I don't think I'm in any position to give advice. I think it's so, like, it's really silly to be prescriptive at all about content creation. I think it's like a very individualistic thing, and it's all chaos. And I've also like had a like truly so many advantages that it feels deeply irresponsible to be like, oh yeah, well, you should just do to describe my behavior as something that's like, you know, the follow that you should follow. No, absolutely not. By the way, disgusting. When the font gets well, I think that's the thumbnail. Unless, okay, we go for it. We go for it. Because we're in 3-player. I'm begging you, I need to draw into a green dragon. I will forego Tenpai to try to force the green dragon. I mean, this is a little awkward as well. I won't lie to you. This is a little bit awkward. I don't know. We might have to tear up some other shapes in our hand. We might have to tear up this triplet of the 5 of bamboos in order to get there. It's a little bit spicy, but I do want to go for it. The nightmare is that someone has a pair of any of the dragons that we have in our hand. So hopefully they're just singletons out there for the rest of these gamers. I also think that like a lot of the advice that's really good that Ludwig gave is like good for creators like him. Like I don't think I have the mental like ability or consistency or like the chutzpah to be a creator where it's like you constantly pivot around like the things that you do. Versus, like, I gave my chat $1,000 for them to spend on Amazon, and then the next day it's like, I made 300 3-point shots in basketball. You know what I mean? Like, can you tell which one of those is a real video and which one of those is just something that my brain decided to conjure? Like, I'm not that. I'm not that type of. I think I would drive myself. I just wouldn't be able to do it. I straight up would not be able to do that. And so I think that's like it's good advice, but it's also like very dependent on the type of a little YouTube person that you want to be, you know? So that's Yusong's silly little opinion. I love giving my silly little opinions. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's like, you know, I think you're probably hard pressed to find a person making YouTube videos who doesn't like hearing their own silly little opinions. Hang on. I know I could be in Tenpai right now. Yeah. No. We're not doing that. I could still be in Tenpai right now, but I think what I'm about to do is pawn Red Dragon and then cut the 2 of circles followed by the 1 of circles. Leveler just called Khan on the 4 of circles, by the way. They're going sicko mode. That's fine. I'm also going sicko mode, but in my own special way. They did make the 1 of circles the new Dora, but okay, I'm getting on. It's unbelievable. It's genuinely unbelievable. Good. Folks, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoy the genre, there's never okay. I just want to bring up this featured comment of the day just once again. I could maybe win with those cats. I don't know why I did not fold to air when a cross-side was sitting with 2 completed sets. That's like the rule of thumb, right? 3 completed sets in the first row, 2 completed sets in the second row, 1 completed set in the third row. Just assume that they're in Tenpai. But like, we literally had garbage mod 9,000. I don't know if that was one of those hands where I'm like, oh, I could win with these cats, but like, I gotta like reset the scale on what cats are winnable and what cats aren't. I've lost my mind. I might put on the horse mask for fun later tonight. I don't know. I've lost control of my life. Folks, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoy the genre, feel free to subscribe. I got new videos every single day. You can also leave a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous. Helps out the channel such a great deal. You can also, I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific. Link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord, our VOD channel, and our Patreon. Patreon's the best way to support me. Thank you to everyone who's supporting me on Patreon. I sincerely appreciate it. Until next time, please take care of yourself, and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.